viewers, welcome to Girls Closet on Flip TV, where we talk about everything relating to girls, from fashion, relationship, art breaks, anything that has to do with girls. I am Adeni Adiola, and with me today I have two gorgeous beings in the studio. I have Zubi Glad and I have Olamide Olajide Taufik. Yeah. Welcome to Girls Closet. As you all know, we are going to be delving into politics a little bit. Peter Obi is now a threat to APC, is not a threat and something to be worried about, someone to be worried about to APC. While APC once said Peter Obi has no structure and then he is a structureless man without any mission. And it is just 4 people tweeting from a room. Yeah. But recently, it's like they have submitted to the, what should I call it? Is it like to the pressure from the obedience? Yeah. So they said Peter Obi is now a threat to them, not even Atiku. Like Peter Obi is now the major threat to their party. Yeah. So we are going to be looking into this, like what could be the reason? Why is Peter Obi a threat to their party? I thought they said Peter Obi is just a man without any structure, and he's a man, he has just 4 followers tweeting in a room. So today we are going to be reading and also getting your views and our own views on this matter. Let's go. Okay. Ahead of the forthcoming presidential election, a chieftain of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Oshita Okechukwu, has said that his party is only worried about Peter Obi, the Labour Party presidential candidate, and not about Atiku Abubakar, the candidate of the PDP. Okechukwu said, Bola Tinubu, APC presidential candidate, has come a long way and knows the country very well to win the 2023 presidential election among other candidates. The Director General of the Voice of Nigeria disclosed this on Monday morning while featuring on the Arise television morning show program. He said Atiku had lost his base and that he could not harvest W0RRY's 12 million votes. What do you have to say about this? Like, I actually like this news because you know I like it.
Why?
They were the one that said Peter Obi has no structure and it's just 4 people tweeting in a room. So why are they now like?
That's the pressure is getting
worse. Okay.
Yeah, that is it. And I saw something yesterday on I think on Twitter, or someone sent it to my WhatsApp. I can't remember where. You know, yesterday they had Lagos State governorship something. I think is their election, but I think social media, the way they do that
polls,
Yeah, Labour Party was ahead of Sanwo-Olu. You can't believe that in Lagos State. Yeah, but I feel that they know what is happening. They understand what is going on, and if some of them should lose base, forget it. Labour Party is already there. That's what I think.
Well, I think if we look at the parties so far now, PDP has most issues. There's implosion in the PDP due to the Wike and Atiku crisis. Then one other faction came out yesterday on ISTV to say they are PDP for Peter Obi. So we can see that PDP is now so very, very divided. So the house is divided. And from the Labour Party perspective too, there is this issue about the Labour Party chairman, Doyin Okukwe, having the Ogun State Labour Party said he engaged in some kind of fraudulent activities. I think about 40-something million naira in the Labour Party. But I think so far so good. You know, there are issues that are being faced by all these political parties whereby the APC are struggling with the Muslim ticket, and then people are having fears that they want to Islamize Nigeria. And also the other political parties are not so strong like the PDP, the Labour Party and the APC. So far so good. I think it's just a race between the APC and the Labour Party, with the PDP trying to still come up because they are still having, let me say, injuries right now. So probably in the next few weeks or so, or next few months, 1 or 2 before the election, if they can get their house back, like if they can get their house back in unity, then we can say they are a force again.
Yeah, actually, I think I understand what this APC chieftain is trying to say, being that majority of the youths, they are supporting the Labour Party candidates, that's Peter, because I watched something today on Instagram. Paul, Mr. P of P Square, he posted something. He said that 99.9% of entertainers in Nigeria, that they are P2B candidate, like they are supporting P2B, that they should either take it or leave it. But that they that are in the industry, that they know And the reason why some of them will not come out to come and say anything is because people will come and criticize
they
them,
will come
or even
at
say,
them.
"Oh, it is now your eyes open. It is now you are saying this." So that's why they will not want to say anything. But on election day, is going to that's when the results will definitely come out. And I believe that most of these APC chieftains and the other party as well, PDP, I believe they know this fact, and they are now trying to like I said before, some time ago, like by January, most of these parties will know their fate, because I heard someone say something. The guy that told me this said the sister is a strong PDP member in the House of Assembly. All right, he said up to this moment, like before now, they would have known, like those candidates would have known, okay, in this particular state, in the north, who have this number of votes at least. They have not been able to even predict the state that they can win.
Of course.
Yes, up to this time. That's true that this next year's election is going to be a total different one.
I think we're expecting some kind of shocking results next year, because everybody is going to be shocked next year. Because this one the APC is saying, they are worried that Peter Obi is gaining ground. Exactly.
You know, the truth is, some people didn't believe it. Like, they actually felt that if he leaves PDP, his own has finished.
Yeah,
and then the Labour Party is not even a party that is well known. They don't have a member. There's no house of
like
rep.
Abga.
You know, Abga is even still
exactly.
They still have people.
Yeah, but well, like I said, I don't know. See, I don't think this election is about political party. It's just about the individuals vying for the post. That's what I think.
Well, yeah. And I also hope the northern people too as well would not change their mind. Because Tambuwal, you can see during the PDP presidential primaries, Tambuwal was with Wike all this time, but when it came to the actual voting, he now dropped for his brother, Atiku, for him to win. So we just hope that those from the north can actually stay true to their words.
See, do you know, I feel that if the northerners, those ones that are campaigning for Tinubu now, if they eventually turn around and support Atiku, Atiku will probably get the vote to be divided.
Of course, to be divided.
Atiku will get votes. Mind you, P2B has candidates in the north. Like, he has supporters in the north. A good number of them, as a matter of fact. Okay? And then, I saw a video today on Twitter where Tinubu went to, which state was that? I thought you said
Kaduna State.
Yes, they were shouting one thing. They said that in Hausa means we know they do. And they said they were in mass and they were shouting that. I saw the video.
I only saw the video. The sound was not really.
I saw the video,
like
and then what they wrote, the caption. I've forgotten how they wrote it, but they now wrote the interpretation. It means we know they do.
Well, let's hope, because election can be so very, very tricky and unpredictable. People you would think they are for you, at times people might go behind the scene and go and bribe them or something.
Yeah, just like
or like threaten them.
Just like what happened when Peter Obi visited in most states. Remember that Sheikh Tinubu was there to see those celebrities, and then Peter Obi went to Imo State, and then here comes Governor Chief Praise, the likes of KC. They were there.
Even after the meeting with them, they were still like campaigning for Peter Obi.
The way this man in Osun State too, he came last summer, what was his name? He came during the Labour Party campaign. Within the next few months, he has jumped to Atiku's camp as well. Exactly. So all of them, they are just kind of playing games with themselves.
See, do you know why?
2023
do you know why they are doing that?
Better.
Because they are not. They are just in a state of uncertainty right now.
It's like business transaction.
They are not even sure. Like if by now they are sure that this political party will gain this number of votes. Let's stay here. But they can't. It's kind of
exactly. They are not sure.
The north will be so very, very divided now. To be very divided, unless those northerners come together and like negotiate with themselves. Okay, if I give my vote to you, let's say Kwakwanso. I won't say that Kwakwanso can be the president, because it does not really have the voting power from the southern parts.
Even in Kano State,
it's only in the north, but that same north, that is where Buhari to want to give the vote to Tinubu as well, and Atiku to want to go and pick his vote there. Kwakwanso will go there, Dati will go there, Shetima will go there at the same time. So that north will be divided unless they want to do my northern brothers like the way they used to do before. Those
northerners, if you should ask me, Kwakwanso probably he knows that he's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. He's definitely going to merge with somebody at the end of the day and support the person.
Who is he likely to merge with?
He won't merge with someone in the open. To be behind the scene.
Yes, they definitely know. They know that we are not. Even if you should ask me, even Shore.
Of course.
Even Shore knows that
We surely merge with somebody.
What we are doing now is just let's show our interest. Probably in years to come, we will take over. But I believe that they know where the whole thing is going, and they know who they are going to support, and who they are going to tell their people to also vote at the end of the day.
Of course.
Wow. Okay, I actually have a question. The question is, the Northerners, do you think they are going to like leave their own person and then go for Peter Obi? Because Peter Obi is kind of gaining more ground in the north side of the country.
I feel that it is because of the sensitization that is going on.
This is what I just think. Yes. This is what I think. They can sensitize. They've sensitized some of them now, and you can see some of them coming out in the open to support Labour Party. But you know, most of this time, when election time comes, even if they know you are not one of them, if they can't buy you over, they will threaten you. They might try to kill you, just like that Kaduna State woman that was killed, that Labour Party woman leader that was killed. So if they don't get them over, I just hope that the number of people that would have been sensitized before February would be so much that they would not be able to threaten them. If they are too much, they will not be able to threaten them. Or if they are not much, they will just go and meet them in the midnight and probably threaten or harass them. So the politics is just so very, very tricky and scary.
I don't think APC should be threatened or should be worried about Peter Obi, because since they said he has no structure and it is just 4 people tweeting from a room, so you shouldn't be scared. Everyone should do their thing separately and without violence.
See all these things, they know. See, these things are just strategy. If you ask me, when they said there are 4 people to see, I think I heard someone say something on Twitter. The person said, why do they keep saying that Labour Party cannot win? Labour Party cannot win. You know that man is a product of words.
Of course.
If you keep saying something consistently, it will definitely come through.
Yeah.
So they are saying these things to make people demoralized, to be like, who are they? They are not much. No shall pull out. That's why they are saying all these things. But deep down their hearts, they know that if they cannot threaten the youth enough, forget it.
Of course.
It's over.
All right, let's go into the girls' talk for today. We are going to be so fast about everything. Time is not on our side. Okay, the topics for girls' talk for today. Let me read them out. The first one is cheating inevitable in a relationship? Cheating, is it inevitable in a relationship? The second one, should frustrations from relationship be vented out on social media? And number 3, what are the major abuses partners ignore in relationships? The first one we're going straight is, is cheating inevitable in a relationship?
Is cheating inevitable in a relationship? Well, when they say something is inevitable, that means you can't do without that thing. So I think in relationship, it is just about your choice. Though people tend to cheat and target to try to justify, maybe he seduced me, or I went there, I didn't have the plan to do this kind of thing. Then one thing, I know there's a line that Nigerians normally use, I don't know about the white, who would say one thing led to another.
I was drunk and
something led to one thing, then it happened. Cheating is a choice. It's choice. You either choose to do it or not. Though you might be influenced probably by alcohol or by fear or by threat or by something you stand to gain, maybe money or something. But I believe cheating is a choice. Regardless, it's a choice.
What about you?
I don't think that someone can just wake up and say I want to cheat.
Okay, it is a choice.
Maybe like money can be a reason. Let's say you are in a relationship with somebody who is not financially stable. And then here comes this guy who can offer you this particular amount of money for just a few minutes. You know, you can't be like, that person when they catch 9 cheat though.
No man.
Okay, so you can just, it's actually inevitable.
Inevitable? Like,
you can actually do without it.
When you say it's inevitable, that means it's a must.
No. Something that is inevitable is something that you can't do without.
Yeah.
So, okay, what I'm trying to say
is
it's not inevitable, that's what I mean. It's
yeah.
actually not inevitable.
Because temptations can come in.
Because temptation will always come.
It's of the mind.
Regardless.
See, it's of the mind. I always say this, someone that is cultured, or do I say principled?
Yes.
You know, you find out that the person, no matter what you do, the person will just stand tall. You know, when you know that your head cannot carry a particular amount of bottle of alcohol, so why taking it?
Abi.
Yes. You take the one your brain fit carry, may not go fuck up last.
Yeah.
So cheating is not
Inevitable. It's a choice.
It is a choice, and people who cheat tend to justify their action and be like, I did this, whereby it is a choice. You can choose to cheat and you can choose not to cheat. All right, the next one is, should frustration from relationship be vent out on social media?
That's not the best place.
Social
media is not the best place.
Over the weekend, it started yesterday. That's Shino Rambo, the son of Governor Adeleke. His wife came on social media to be like, oh, this man has been very, very abusive, that she was in labor, and this guy just came in and was just requesting for money for weed, to get weed. Wow. That's like, I don't know what to say about that. But then this man she said after the childbirth that she went home 2 weeks after she got home, that she did CS. This man was already requesting for like food, like that she should always wash his clothes and something like that, and she's not LD enough to be doing all those kind of things. See, in this life, if you are getting a partner, pray for someone that loves God as God loves the church, because if this man does not have the love of God in him, I'm sorry, because I don't know how to quantify that kind of attitude. This person just came out from CS, and then you're already requesting for things that we. Yeah?
I just think so many people, I wouldn't say in marriages because I'm not married yet, so I don't know how marriage feels.
Exactly.
Though, but I've heard from so many married people, but let me just stay in the relationship zone for now. So many people in relationship, because every marriage started from relationship. It will first of all start from friendship, then enter relationship, then enter courtship, then marriage. So many people would have seen all these kind of red flags when you are dating. But it's either they choose, okay, maybe what they stand to gain, maybe the monetary value, or the economic value, or the sexual value, or the self-esteem value, or the fame, whereby they say, okay, I'm the boyfriend of this person, or I'm the girlfriend to this person, and they kind of neglect all the red flag and be like, we have seen someone that have said before that my husband, I don't care if he cheats, so far he gives me money. As long as he gives me money, a time will come. If you can condone it in a relationship and you end up married the person, a time will come whereby you will not be able to withstand it anymore. That time will come. If it does not, even if you take it like you want to accept it, a time will come whereby you start having children. You now want the person to understand that I'm having children now. How can they be seeing their father outside? You'll be constituting nuisance or something. You'll be teaching them bad thing. But by then he has already blown. He has grown fully inside that act, and you can't control him anymore. Now you now feel like, okay, I don't know the person I marry anymore. So I think she would have seen this kind of trait in the relationship whereby it would be too demanding, like commanding you have to do this thing for me, you have to do this thing. You not be like, oh, calm down now.
A typical example, monthly, women pay their monthly dues. You know what I mean? Let's say for some people that usually have excessive flow, or even pain, and you are in a relationship with this particular guy, and when you are seen on your circle, he knows that you usually have a lot of pain, and then irrespective of that, he still expects you to do some kind of things for him. That should be a red flag. That should be a red flag.
Or perhaps this guy doesn't invite you over when you're on your period. You don't understand. It's like, okay, once this person calls you and be like, hey babe, can you come over? I'm like, oh, I'm on my period. Okay, don't worry. That kind of sends a red flag, like
you're just for the.
Am I just for the sex?
Exactly.
That's a red flag. I'm serious, because I don't know. For me, it's a red flag. It's a big red flag.
Yeah, I think it's a red
flag. A very big red flag. Like, so I can only come over to your place when
like
I am
just a sexual object.
I'm just a sexual thought. Okay.
That is how
so all these red flags come in little things that we tend to ignore.
Yeah,
which is the truth. Like little things, like be like, okay, it's just a normal thing. Because to some girls, it may not be like a red flag to them, but to me,
some girls even allow the guy, like, I don't want him to go and cheat.
So if we have to have sex with me under my period,
see, someone that will
cheat. Exactly, that's it.
Regardless.
Like we said this morning, if someone loves you, you will know. But if this person does not love you, you'll be confused. So
you will just be questioning yourself.
Exactly.
Why is it not
exactly.
Why is it like this? Why is it like this?
For your mental health. For your mental health, do the right thing. That's just it.
Now,
and so this lady now, she came on social media. So people have been like, why do you have to come on social media to come and vent out your frustration on social media? Don't you have father-in-laws or mother-in-law or sister-in-law? And whereas she said her sister-in-laws also joined
The guy.
to beat her.
Sister-in-law.
Sister-in-laws. That's the Adeleke's family.
Okay.
Also joined the husband to eat her. And she said most times she tends to transfer money to the guy just to get weed, and sometimes she bailed him out of police station.
Police net. Well, I think she's getting what she wants.
So she has been silent.
Because while they were dating, I'm not saying you shouldn't date anyone that takes weed or gets high or gets drunk or something. It's your personal choice. But by the time you get married, just know that if you know someone today, as I know Adiola today, if she gets married to Lekon tomorrow like this, there's something that Lekon used to do or that Adiola used to do. By the time they get married, it will amplify. If you are a good person, by the time you get married, that goodness will escalate. And if you are a bad person, when you get there, you now feel more comfortable
even if you have been pretending to not let the person, once you get into that marriage, everything will
how do you want to pretend? You will sleep
pretend.
and wake up every day for years with the person. You now want to pretend. It will come out. It's like smoke. It will surely leak. It will come outside from where you try to cage
that tiny hole that you forgot to close. It will
when you close it, it will explode.
It will explode. Exactly. There will be a crack. And it's open.
So I think people should just be very, very vigilant about all the red flags. If you are not cool with this thing, tell the person immediately. Even if the person will get angry, tell him or her, I'm not cool with this thing. And if let's say this person does this thing the first time, you say I'm not cool with it on a lighter note, like this person just feel maybe she just play diary or be they play. The second time again, probably let's say few months, you say I don't like this thing, I don't like it. Maybe the person still thinks okay, that's how she used to play. By the time the person does this thing, third time or fourth time, give the person a rule. If you do this thing again, this is what I will do. Bam. And if that person actually repeats what he or she used to do,
what you said you want to do.
Prosecute that person.
Exactly.
Do that thing that you said you would do. By that time, that person would know your boundary.
Exactly.
Will know, if I cross this line, some guys will actually say, see my wife, I beg me leave her more. If I don't pass this, now that she will vex, I beg, no just provoke her at all. They know that she will get angry. But when someone tends to condone everything,
you don't speak out.
You don't speak
because
out.
Because you think you are in love. That's not love. I'm sorry.
Love, okay.
You think it is love, or you don't want to look bad or something. I
don't think. Well, you can actually speak up to the person, and if the person keeps repeating the same thing, you should probably go your separate ways. I don't know. If it is not working, you go your separate ways. And work on yourself. Because once they go, some people actually tend to jump into another relationship. Once they go their separate ways, they don't.
Some people even have another relationship on the side.
They don't calm down to work on themselves. Which is very, very important, because I have red flags though. Everyone has got a red flag, except we are trying to pretend. So you know your red flags. It is something that you know, but you are trying to it's
justified. It's not something.
We all have red flags. It's just that if you are willing to work on your red flags, some people are just not willing to work on their red flag. They just believe it's a normal thing. So I believe venting on social media about your relationships, especially marriages, I don't think is worth it.
But they say people should speak up. So would they go and speak?
Okay,
they the town crier.
No. You always have someone you can talk to. Not social media.
That's
not the best place.
Probably the reason why she came out to social media was because it is the Adeleke's family.
Yes.
See, I was listening to Mr. P today. There's something he said. He said when entertainers, they always hold them accountable a lot of times. But then he said, in this coming election, I'm just going to arrive to a point here. In this coming election, if you don't vote right, it will affect you. It won't affect us, the entertainers. Because he says, because someone like me, before social media came, he said we are the OG before the IG. Before social media came, we were already having shows all over the country. Now what I'm saying in essence is this: people that have gotten married before social media came into it, because this whole social media something is just, let's say, about 10 years, if I'm not mistaken,
like about 10 years, about 10, 15 years.
Yeah, you get. But before this whole social media came on board, if people are having issues in their relationship, who did they talk to?
They talk to their family members.
Fine. So why don't we do that? So why bring it to social media?
I think maybe it's because it's from the Adeleke family, and maybe our family is kind of not so influential like Adeleke family.
It's not just because a lot of things we see on social media today. I just did a story of a particular lady who her name is Diamond Gold, about a popular gospel singer. What's his name again?
Atorishe.
He said he gave her belly, like they had kids together, and he promised her marriage. He started dating when she was 24, and now abandoned her when she was 29, over 29.
Okay.
And he's not even taking responsibility of the children they had together. So he now sued him. She sued him, you get, and demanding for him to do all the things
child
he's not been
support
doing,
and the
those
likes.
kind of thing. Now, before social media came in, if there is this kind of issue, how do we resolve them before? So why don't we go back
to the way
other
we
than
used to
bringing
deal
things,
with.
because these things they are showing on social media is making people like us who are not married to be even scared
Of course.
of nobody knows what is going to happen. Even the red flags that we're talking about now. It's even how will I put it? Before now, I don't even know. Okay, red flag. I just know that if you understand me, I understand you. We have an agreement. We can work things out. That's what I believe in. But now they are like, everything seems to just be like too open, and everybody can just come on social media, both those that are qualified and those that are not qualified, and just put out something and expect me to buy your idea. I don't
It's
know
not
that's
possible.
So they should just go back to how we started. You know, everybody has parents. If you don't have a mother, you have a father. If you don't have a father, you must have an auntie.
You have a guardian.
There must be somebody that you respect. There must be an
Yes.
authority over your life. That is why any man or woman who does not have someone who can scold him or her and they will fear that person, because that person is evil.
There is
person will not fear
this
anybody.
call that if I should receive that call, you know, there are some kind of call, like probably if your dad should call you, there's how you will like
You
respond
react.
to the call.
Someone like me, if my dad calls me my full name, I know there is trouble. I know there is fire on the mountain. Is that I've committed something?
I don't have a dad, but if my uncle, there is this my old uncle, if you should call me, hey, there's this kind of, hey, what have I done again? Like kind of thing. She get when it's all
Yes, I
about the
understand.
discipline and the like trying to like correct you to do the right thing. She gets. So let's go to the next one. What are the major abuses partners ignore in relationships? The major abuses partners ignore in relationship. What do you think they are?
Well, I also think it is linked to this red flag that we've said before. I think we should just kind of take note of the details. So many red flags that I've said here now is not because someone said it. It's just what me personally
I don't like.
I don't like.
Exactly.
That's how I would say it. Like, number one, I don't like disrespect. In any way I'm being disrespected, I will tend to speak up.
Blank
If I don't speak up, you will notice in my
attitude.
relationship with you,
Exactly.
I will tend to draw back a little bit. If I feel disrespected, I will just draw back a little bit. So if the person now senses it, fine. By the time I now feel cool with myself again, and the person, I don't really just come outside like that to say this thing. Because I tend to feel people's pain even more than they do. Someone can be feeling something, and if I can get close, if I'm close to the person, I'll even be feeling pain more than that person in the situation. Go. So I can actually feel what people feel if I say some kind of things to them. So I don't want to say to them. So instead of hurting their feelings,
Just keep
I will now shift back a little bit. So once I'm now okay with I've forgiven this person inside my mind, no wala. Okay, we just roll again. That's just me. And there's another thing I red flag for me in a relationship. Well, red flags. I don't like secrecy. Yeah. There are some little things whereby, when someone is too secretive with their phones, with their, I'm not the kind of person that will ask you, where did you go yesterday? Where did you go day before yesterday? No. But by the time we start talking, I'm always about the details. I might not ask you directly, but what you've said before. We might meet today. I might ask you out today. And before I ask you, there are some things you've told me. We now enter a relationship, you're not telling me another thing. I won't ask you directly that, okay, you've lied before now. But my mind will now go back, like,
To what you
this
have
girl
said
said this thing
earlier.
before. She's not saying this thing now. There's contradiction.
That means she's lying.
That means she has lied about that thing. I won't call her out.
said
I'll just
something.
put it inside my pocket and just be watching. I won't call her out. Maybe I'll just feel like, okay, let's say, okay, that one is bygone. Maybe she now tend to do that kind of thing consistently. Instead of calling her out, I'll just back out of the relationship. That's just me. That's the way I react. Some people will choose to talk, but it's not my type. I don't talk. I'll just shift back. Or I'll just kind of be on the search for another kind of person that will just...
So we can be responsive to every comment. Please drop your comment, and hit the like button. Thank you very much.
That was just me.
So for me, do you have anything? No. Okay, for me, the 3 major abuses that like partners tend to like go through in relationships. I'm not going to talk on the ladies' part. I'm going to talk on the guys' part because what they tend to go through, the guys, because guys are actually very emotional. If you are just ignore, but they behave like they are not.
Okay. Start from the guys, then you go back to the ladies.
Okay, the guys, for example, ladies tend to like try to use these guys. Okay, let's say you are so cool, so gentle, you are very, very loving. Some ladies, they tend to take advantage of that.
Of course.
Which is very like taking advantage.
If you are too understanding.
If you are too understanding, they tend to take advantage of it. Like I'm like, okay, he's an understanding guy. You understand me. If I should do this one, so I will just apologize and he does it, which is very, very bad. That's one red flag. Like a very big red flag. Like, oh, if I do this thing, don't worry, I'll just like.
I'll apologize. Sorry, I will now rub his head. Will not say.
Yeah, well, there are some guys. There are some guys by. They tend to be open, very open to you, and then you decide to keep secrets. As a lady, you decide to keep secret from the guy. Maybe this guy is being open to you. You know, there is this kind of thing that comes with, hello babe, I'm going out. This is where I'm going to. Okay. So you get that's like transparency in the relationship. Like you are both transparent to each other. Another one. Then there's another one whereby some ladies tend to. The lady tends to take advantage of that transparency. There's another one whereby ladies having multiple partners. Okay. Like not that like they are sleeping. I don't know how to put it.
Like multiple suitors like that. Like what would I even call it?
There is this thing on my phone. Let me see. Let me read it.
I saw a video on a particular YouTube channel where they were talking about open or hidden relationships. So a guy was now like, okay, most of the ladies said they wanted hidden relationship because it's just you and your partner. Okay. They want to expose it. A guy was now like, see, it is a lie. You want to use one stone to kill 25 birds. Where you now be posting his finger, you be posting his back. That
one, wait. That one, I think it's actually a trend whereby they post but they later post the guy's picture. If they don't post the guy's picture, that means something is wrong. Okay, let's read what Simidakolo said. Simidakolo said, loyalty is choosing and sticking with someone even when you have found someone that can do exactly what they do or even better. It is choosing them. It is choosing them even though you now have options. Loyalty is loyalty. It is not disputable. Like
loyalty
it's not something you can bargain on. Like no. I have this person, but then with the way he's behaving, I think I should. Let me have plan B. I've done it before. Like, let me have plan B.
Okay, with the way the guy started behaving,
it's not even some behave. Like, you'd be like, we are not even sure of the relationship.
Okay, that's why plan B would come in.
That's why most girls tend to do plan B. Like, let me have this person, Jerry. In case something happens. That's even you have negativity in the relationship already. Because once you have that kind of negative mind,
your mind will share it.
It will not even work out. It's the truth. It will not work out. So I think that's another thing. So on the ladies' part, ladies tend to stay in a very abusive relationship. Some ladies tend to stay there like it's not always like that. I was one that offended him. That was why he hit me. It's a lie. It's always like that. It's always like I've been in a very abusive relationship before. This guy has money, but I wouldn't say because of the money. He has money. He has his own building. He has everything. I wanna be like some of my friends are like I should stay there. I should endure.
They won't stay there.
Of course they won't stay there. They're like I should endure. I cannot endure. I should stay in a very abusive relationship. I'm not even thinking about now. If we should start having kids now, that's what I'm thinking about. If we should start having kids now, and our kids are growing, and it's beating me
in front of your kids,
in front of our kids, what will happen?
You now have broken home. Then your kids will have the same mentality that guys are this, ladies are this.
So I think both guys and ladies shouldn't take shit because they are in love. It is not love. That's rubbish.
Well, me to some extent, I would say I don't know if nature or life would actually prove me wrong or something. But from my perspective, You see, love, I don't see love as a big deal. I tend to see relationship or marriage as partnership, not about love. Because now, if you are playing football, you don't choose the most beautiful player. You choose the player that will suit your style. If you are playing attacking football, you can't choose players that cannot run. You will choose players that are fast, that are agile. If you are playing defensive football, let's say teams like, I don't know if you guys will understand, teams like, our viewers will surely understand, teams like Atletico Madrid would not choose players that are not defensive oriented. If you want to run now, you want to run probably relay race, you will not choose people that are not fast. You will not say, okay, this runner, okay, let's say Usain Bolt is standing, then one very beautiful, one very handsome guy is standing next to Usain Bolt. Then you are being told that, okay, you have to send someone down to your house to bring something for you. Would you choose Usain Bolt or would you choose the handsome guy?
I would choose Usain
You would choose Usain Bolt because he would achieve your aim
Exactly.
for you. So that's the same way I see relationship. Once you know where you are going to, find someone that can be of a very good partner for you. If you know you want to start a business for yourself, you don't date someone that will be negative, that would not want to cheer you up, that would not want to push you financially, morally, like in all spheres. Because and there's one thing about this, and the person too should not choose someone that does not want you to be better than them. Or some guys would never want their wife to have more money than them. They will always do everything to bring her down.
Cut you short. Do you know some guys are actually very, very annoying? You will get a job that is very, very paying
Than theirs.
I'm like, no. Or there is this company whereby, okay, let's say we are married and we are in the same company.
Okay.
And I am earning higher than you.
Okay.
But as the policy of the company says, married couple can be in the same company. So one of them has to resign. And I am earning higher than you. Please, who will leave?
See,
two of them will sit down on the same table.
God will bless you.
Two of them will sit down on the
Let me
same
tell you
table and discuss
See,
and
do
see
you know why?
and
Do you know why
agree.
Some guys wouldn't do that.
Alright.
Especially if they know the kind of wife they are married to. Do you understand? There are some women that naturally they're authoritative. They want to they want to dominate.
You want to dominate.
You understand? If your wife or your partner is that kind of woman, I will still advise you as a man, let her step down for you. Because if you leave for her, you will suffer.
That's another red flag that they chose to
No,
ignore.
that's a red flag that the man has ignored in the relationship.
Before they got married.
I can't just how can you marry someone that will be authoritative over you? Even as a man
you know,
or as a woman, when someone will command, even God does not command at times.
Yeah, let me tell you
He will just put you in a situation whereby you will be the one to decide by yourself.
We as human beings, you can never know it all.
It's not as if you can't know it all.
A person, someone can be very good in everything, but has this particular fault. So most people will tell you, she's very good, but I can't just let her go because of this singular fault. Because that person you're going to meet there might even have hidden 10 that she didn't let out. Because in this life, this relationship of a thing, there's a lot of secrets. Especially, see, guys can pretend, but they think that women pretend more.
It's not guys.
No,
it's both parties.
Both parties pretend.
It's both parties, but men tend to pretend more, from my observation. Because a woman, see, as a man, because men are supposed to be logical than women. Do you understand? So if you're having a relationship with this girl, and this girl is pretending, as a man, you're supposed to use your logical sense to know that something is wrong. But you know, women, they tend to talk than they will even think
there's
about
something
anything.
That's why I say something now, sorry to cut you short, that I don't believe in all these lovey-dovey these things. Guys are logical, but there's one flaw in the guy's mind. Once a guy falls in love head over heels, in fact, see, that is just the bad part of it all. Once the guy falls in love and he can't use his logical senses anymore, then there's a fire on the mountain. Because look at that thing, that kind of authoritative wife. A time will come, and I'll still continue to say, a time will come whereby the man will not be able to stomach that authoritativeness any longer.
Exactly.
A time will come, because man will always want to be man. Though it's not all men. Like my father, I always use him as an example. I've never seen him command my mom in any way or any circumstances. They know the role they are supposed to play, and no one even remind the other person that you have not done your role, or this is what you have. They know. So by the time nobody reminds anybody to play their role, this one knows that okay, this is the role of this is what I have to do here. This is what I have to do here. This is why let me back up for this person here. This person is falling short. Let me back up. That's why I see it as partnership. When you are in partnership with someone. Okay, let's say you are running a business with someone, like a business you co-own it with someone. You don't want it to fall. Exactly. You have to be like-minded. Exactly. You have to be of like mind, because this thing I see it like running an institution or running a company. That's how I see marriage. If you have two people that this one is thinking of spending, this one is thinking of earning, there will be problems. You will be thinking you are wasting money, and the other person will say, oh, you are keeping money tomorrow. What if you die tomorrow? There will be conflict. But the two of them are keepers or they are spenders, then they will face the consequences. Okay, what we have treated so far, we talked about Peter Obi, now a threat and worry to the APC. And also we talked about the girls' topic, which is cheating inevitable in a relationship. And also, what are the three major abuses partners tend to ignore in a relationship? And should one vent out their frustrations from relationships on social media? So that have been what we have been discussing here since morning, that we have been here since morning, not since morning. All right, guys, I think that's all we have for today. Thank you guys for staying tuned. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our channel. I remain Adeni Adiola, and I remain Olajide Taofeek Olamide.
So be glad. Thanks for watching.
Have a wonderful day, evening. Bye.